Welcome back, everyone. In today's episode of the First Impression series, I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to go through, talk about my first impressions about this knife, and then I'm going to do a clip swap. So this is the Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight, and it's the REC exclusive. REC is Rivers Edge Cutlery. And this just came in the mail a couple days ago. Well, by the time this video drops, it would have been probably more than a couple days. So, how do I feel about this so far? I really like it. If you've been following the channel, you'll notice that the colorway of my current logo has at least 3 of the same colors. Well, that's a little bit darker, but same colors as the colorway on the REC exclusives. So the OD Green, the flat dark earth, and the black hardware. Only thing I threw in there was this gray color for this portion of the logo. Let's talk about the knife. So this is using an OD Green FRN scales on both sides. It's got a FDE flat dark earth, PVD coated blade. The steel they use for these exclusives is CTS 204P, very similar to M390 or CPM 20CV. This has got reversible carry, so if you're a left-hander and you want to throw this on the other side, it's only tip up, but it does come with a deep carry wired pocket clip. Let's take a look at the action. It's not drop shut. And let's take a look at the centering. So centering ever so slightly favors the clip side. And if you look, actually, I don't know if you can see. So let me see if I can get some light in here. It's hard to tell, but that right there is the phosphorus bronze washer. And though it's hard to capture in camera, there's no washer on this side. So the clip side, where it's currently oriented, does not have a washer here. It's only on this side. Now the action isn't necessarily that much different from when a knife has 2 washers. It still feels smooth, right? There's nothing catching on it. But I'm curious if that's what's causing it not to drop shut. However, there is no blade play. And for me, that's kind of rare. I've had other lightweight models, one of which is the Manix 2 Salt series. And that one is drop shut, but has a little bit of blade play. So I am impressed that there is no blade play, but at the cost that it doesn't drop shut. But you can always shake it shut right there. This is the second lightweight Para 3 I've handled. Similar to the first, the edges and the inside of the scale are a little sharp. So while it's well rounded on the outside, I mean the texturing on the lightweight FRN doesn't feel too aggressive, so it's going to give you that traction without tearing up your hand in any way. But as you grip it right here, this portion of your index finger, as it grabs in the inside of these scales, it does get a little sharp. I suppose if you really wanted to smooth that out, you could. Maybe sand it down, but I don't know. That's just speculation. Please don't take my word for it and go and, sand it down and suddenly something else happens. So I'm not suggesting it. I'm just speculating that could be done. It's got black liners for the lock right there. There's no liners on the clip side though, scale. So the liner is only for the compression lock. The liner for that is inserted on the presentation side. It's a beautiful knife though. I missed out on the original REC exclusive of the Para 3 where it came with the G10. And so it was pretty excited to finally get my hands on this one. This did sell out pretty quick though. Probably half a day it was gone, maybe less than half a day. Sold out, which is actually not as quickly as I anticipated. They didn't really announce the drop in advance. It kind of just, I saw an email and then I clicked on it to go purchase it. Luckily, I was checking my emails, but you know, if you missed out on this, but you do like the colorway, you like other Spyderco models, I would just recommend ensuring that you have your push notifications on for your email and subscribe to their email list. Again, this is one of my favorite colorway combos for Spyderco exclusives, and REC does a great job with it. All right, so the second portion of this is now going to be about swapping out the clip. So while I don't mind the wire pocket clip, and I know there's plenty of people out there that do like it, I prefer the Lynch Northwest clips. So kind of just give you an overview. So in the pocket, the wire clip goes pretty far deep. I mean, you can barely see it. It's wire clip sticking out, just the butt of the handle right there. I'm curious to see what the weight is. I can imagine probably quite negligible in terms of weight difference. Let's see if we can keep this in mind. So it's coming in at 2.36 ounces with the wire clip. 2.36 ounces. So let's see if we can keep that in mind. Oh, what did I do? It's all right. Okay. And now I'm going to swap the clip out to the Lynch Northwest Deep Carry. All right, so this is a clip. This color in particular is called Blacksmith. I really like it. It's kind of a, it's got kind of a matte look to it. So, all right, so let's pop that out. These are fairly easy to service in terms of swapping out the clip. So, all right, let's go right there. While I didn't comment before, the ergonomics are great with the wire clip as well. So no complaints there. To be honest, the Lynch Northwest pocket clip probably has a bit more of a hot spot only because the ramp on this portion of the clip, you'll feel a little bit of pressure there. And sometimes on this end too, but it's not enough for me to call it a deal breaker, and I still prefer the look and the carry with the Lynch Northwest clips. So let's take a look at the weight. So 2.36 ounces was the weight with the wire clip. Wow, exactly the same, 2.36 ounces. So you're not actually getting any weight difference. That's impressive, actually. Let me just make sure of that. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, if you were curious about it being, I thought it was going to be slightly heavier. Again, I didn't think it would make a difference. Let's take a look at that in the pocket. Yeah, and actually, the wire clip has a bit more tension, even though with the wire clip, you could probably bend it a little bit to adjust your preference. But this portion of the clip really bends down. So there's actually a bit more stiffness to it, trying to put it into your pocket as well as extracting it from your pocket. Lynch Northwest clips are a little bit lighter in tension, so you know, if you're worried about shredding up your pockets, I would prefer this clip over the wired stock clip. All right, well, that really concludes first impressions of this knife. Let me know if you grabbed one as well, or give me any of your thoughts on the Para 3 lightweight models. I'm happy to hear it. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, that notification icon on your screen if you want to get notified for future videos. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay frosty.